Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Lyle. Just wanted to take a moment to say thanks for coming by my page, and I want to introduce you to my 1992 Mustang GT. I have owned this car for about 3 years. It's got just over 90,000 miles on it. The guy I bought it from did an engine pull for the bodywork, so it's been painted. It needed a lot of work, though. The engine was pretty much shot. I had the engine completely rebuilt, done a lot of work to the car as far as the engine. It had a couple things on it. It had a 5-lug conversion, but this video is going to be specifically talking about the rear end job that I just did on this car. I've been wanting to put 373s on this car since the day I bought it. As you guys know, if you guys own a Foxbody or ridden in one or driven one, they're a little bit gutless with the stock 273s. So that was more of a highway gear, more of a gas mileage kind of thing. And this car desperately needed gears. The rear end was in much worse shape than I ever imagined before digging into it. So we did shocks, we did all new control arms, rear control arms in the back. It's 373 gears, completely rehabbed a new rear end and put it in. So that's what this video entails. So check it out, guys. Do me a favor, hit like, the usual stuff, subscribe if you want to. I plan on posting some stuff here more about the car, but hope you guys like the video. And if you have any questions or anything about any of the stuff I've done, throw them in the comments. I'd be happy to talk to you guys. Here we go, take a look. All right, guys, now I'm no expert here, but here's where I'm at. I got the bolt in here for this rear shock absorber. I kept that bolt in there just in case something came collapsing down, and then it would at least stay intact. It wouldn't fall to the ground. But I think I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to drop this thing. So I got the jack up on this control arm. I just put a 2x4, a couple 2x4s, just to make sure this thing's not gonna come crashing down on me. But this bolt here, right there, is connected to this rear control arm. And I think once I pop that out, this side will be free, and the tension that's on the spring is loaded just in the arm itself. Again, I'm no expert here. I'm just thinking through this as I'm going, but I think what I'm gonna do is pop that bolt right there out, and then I should be able to release the tension in this spring through this control arm, free of the rear end. So if you guys are at home laughing at me, feel free, but I'm getting this thing figured out slowly but surely. But we'll go ahead and do that, do the other side, and that should be it for the removal. Here we go. Okay, I think I did it. Well, guys, as you dig in, just the more you find, the more you think, I should probably replace these. So I'm gonna replace these floor control arms. I think that's what you call them. So got one here, one here, a bolt there, just one bolt on each side, but these bushings are shot. I'm doing this, might as well do it. So I already got those in stock. I'm also doing new shocks. So here we go, let's do it. All right, got the control arms on, got that lower shock out. These I didn't even realize how bad they needed to be replaced. I mean, I'll have to check the torque spec and all that, but I got them as tight as I could. But I mean, they're so stiff. They're, you know, those other things were just flopping. Those down there are so loose. I can't. This is gonna be like a new car, you guys. Look at that. It just stays put. There's no way. Those other ones were so bad. I can't imagine. And these shocks, I mean, I could compress these shocks with my pinky finger. So the whole rear suspension of this car is going to be amazing. So still got a long ways to go, but I'm getting excited here. All right, guys, I skipped ahead a little bit. I just got tired of filming every little detail. I want to bore you guys, but finally got it at least hung in there. The rear end is in there. It is sitting in there just by the two upper control arms. You see the bolts right there. So it's in there. I'm painting the springs. I'm going to be putting those on, get the rear control arms mounted, but there she is. She looks real good in there. So that was a hassle, but major win there. Looks good. All right, guys, so here is the brake kit that I'm going to be using. I already got one side down, but I wanted to go over this kit to tell you a little bit more about it. So this is a kit I purchased off of eBay. It's from a company called Foxbody Brakes, and all they specialize in is brakes for Foxbody. So very convenient. It's a really nice kit. I mean, everything seems to be very high quality. They had another one that was a little bit cheaper, but the calipers weren't red. I wanted red calipers. Everything's here. These are the caliper mounting bolts, springs, clamp. I'll go over, this is a clamp to route the brake line, and this is crush washers and nut to connect the brake line like that. There was a couple issues. One thing you also have to do is get new emergency brake lines, and they also sell those, and they seem to be great quality, good length. They fit perfect. So one thing though, this hole here is where you put the e-brake line into there. This hole is not wide enough. It just hits it, and it's not wide enough to go in there. So I had to take the biggest drill bit I had was 1/2 inch, and I had to do it while it was installed. I didn't realize it, but I did it while it was installed. I just bored this out a little bit, and then that went in just fine. This is also a little bit thick, a little thicker than it should be, I think. So they just shave a little bit of this off, it would be perfect, because there's a little U-clip that goes on there to affix the e-brake line, and I had to shave a little bit of this down to allow for that to go on a little bit more and to get the e-brake line in there. So small minor adjustments are needed on this brake set, but other than that, an awesome set. It looks great, as you'll see in the video, and I'm really excited to get this done. So gonna get this portion done. All that's left after that, I'm gonna preload the suspension. I'll torque down all the bolts to spec and bleed brakes, and we're done. So can't wait to get this over with.